Hey comic book fans, welcome to the Comic Fix, your one-stop shop for every single thing DC Comics is to create our own to live in Marvel. My name's David, and welcome to the Comic Fix. Now, it is Wednesday. It is the best day of the whole entire week. I feel sorry for those people that are not in comics, so they can't enjoy the Wednesdays like we do. So I went to my local comic book shop, picked up a ton of new books, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about the books that I got and kind of like a preview / to the review that I'm going to be doing throughout the week. So first up, I got Aquaman, issue number 16. This is Thrones of Atlantis, part 4. I have been loving this series. Aquaman has never been one of those superheroes that I really enjoyed up into the New 52. Jeff Johns is taking Aquaman under his wings and made him a badass. And to see him have a crossover with the Justice League and just throwing punches with the Justice League, it's very intense and it's very much a book that you can go in and enjoy the hell out of. I feel sorry for those people that are just like, I was picking up Justice League, I don't want to pick up Aquaman because of all the bad rap he got before, so I'm not going to really pay attention to this Throne of Atlantis storyline. Well, pay attention. This Throne of Atlantis storyline is freaking awesome. And everyone should check it out. So I got Aquaman issue number 16. Next is Batman Inc. issue number 7. I think maybe at issue number 9 will be the last one for Grant Morris with the Batman Incorporated book. I can't wait to see how this whole thing ends. And it's awesome to see Grant Morris do an awesome book. I don't really care for his run on Action Comics, but this right here, it feels like he has a story to tell and he wants to tell it, and it's not so jumbled up and just a mess. So I'm really enjoying Batman Incorporated. I'm interested to see where they're going to take this book. And look at that cover. The cover's so cool. I've really enjoyed the covers, and especially the art by Chris Burnham. I mean, I want to go and see what his next work's going to be for DC Comics once Batman Inc. is done. So he definitely has a style all his own. Picked up Justice League Dark, issue number 16. Freaking love this series. Jeff Lemire has been doing such a fantastic job at just enticing us in the dark part of the DC Comics. He's definitely made the dark part of DC Comics into this juggernaut. Not a lot of people are reading it, but the people that are getting this rich experience that a lot of comics don't have. And it's nice to see that Jeff Lemire is the cornerstone of the dark universe of DC Comics, and to see what he's creating. So freaking good. If you like Animal Man, you'll definitely like Justice League Dark. It has all these heroes that come together. They're all magic wielders, and it's just interesting to see the perspective that DC Comics has been doing with the artwork in Justice League Dark, and how they have been reimagining magic in the DC universe. It's really freaking awesome to see. Superman issue number 16. Hell on Earth has been one of those books I have been really enjoying, but I've never seen really any jump on point for any new readers. Hence that video I did is DC Comics going crazy with all these crossovers. So I'm really excited to read this one. I read Superboy and the annual. It was interesting in a way. It kind of Superman found out about Harvest, and it's going to be interesting to see where that storyline is going to go from there, because I hope that it's going to be Superman, Superboy, and the Teen Titans, and the Ravagers going to take down the Nowhere, because that would actually be a pretty cool crossover if done right. So, really excited to read Superman, and I really like Ken Rockefort's art. It's beautiful, beautiful stuff in here, and he definitely has this really cool imagination for what Superman looks like and what his universe looks like around him. And Scott Liddell, I don't really care for his writing other books, but in this book, he's definitely is having a fun time with this book, and it seems like his writing is improved in this book compared to his Red Hood and the Outlaws and Teen Titans book. Maybe it's because he's dealing with less heroes and just focusing on one, and that's Superman, and he's having an easier time with it. And that's actually an interesting thought. I never thought of it that way. Maybe Scott Liddell, his problem is that when he's writing so many heroes, like how he's doing Teen Titans or Red Hood and the Outlaws, he has a hard time finding a voice for all of them. But with Superman, he has a good voice for him. There was some problems, though, especially at the beginning, his first 2 issues. But ever since Hell on Earth really started, it's been really solid. Especially last issue with Lex Luthor, which was freaking awesome. I picked up Teen Titans issue number 16, another Scott Lobdell book. I don't know if I'm going to like this one, but this Teen Titans, I've really enjoyed Teen Titans. Teen Titans have a special place in my heart, and that's the only reason why I'm still picking this book up. I absolutely loved the new Teen Titans book that came out oh so long ago, which I have in trade, and just so beautiful to look at. So, I don't know. I don't know how excited I am for this one, because if anything showed with the Red Hood and the Outlaws tie-in with this whole Death of the Family, it wasn't as good. And that one was also written by Scott Lobdell. It wasn't as good. So hopefully this book starts to improve a lot. And I do know that they got the artist that is on Nightwing, Eddie Barrow. He's going to be coming on to do Teen Titans next issue, I believe. So I'm really excited to see that, because I love his artwork. His artwork's freaking awesome. I wish actually he would just keep on Nightwing, because he's doing a really good job on Nightwing. But the thing about Eddie Barrows is that I noticed that there was like 3 months where he was just doing like a quarter of the book. So hopefully he can keep on schedule and start putting out some good stuff and make me interested in Teen Titans again. And I think a lot of it has to do with the point that there's not a lot of the original heroes in there that just were the cornerstone of Teen Titans. So it was definitely one of the misses in the New 52 with the Teen Titans. But I'm still picking up because of my love for the Teen Titans. So, The Flash, issue number 16. Brian Buccellato and Francis Manapul are back on and doing the whole entire art and inking. So I'm really excited about this one. And the storyline just keeps on getting better and better with The Flash. And it was interesting though, I went back and looked at my first couple issues of the Brian Buccellato's and Francis Manapul's run on The Flash in the New 52. And it was interesting though to see the progress that their art has done throughout the issues. You definitely see that if you keep on reading one after another issue, just back to back to back. You can see that in the third or fourth issue was when Francis Manapul and Brian Buccellato going crazy and with all these crazy ideas with their artwork and how they're just incorporating everything was really interesting. And just to see how much they improved throughout the year with the storytelling wise is just really cool. Really excited to see this one. Guilty pleasure for me is Red Lanterns. Now, they had the reintroduction of the Manhunters in here and their new look, which looks freaking awesome. The one thing that's really special about this series right here is that when you look at it, you think, oh, it's just the Red Lanterns, it's not going to be good. Well, let me tell you, the artists that they have on this book are freaking amazing. Right here, they got Miguel Sepulveda. If you don't know who that is, this guy is a freaking amazing artist. He was on Stormwatch for a time and did a fantastic job. And then he left Stormwatch to do Red Lanterns. And the book, Stormwatch, suffered because of it. And I actually dropped the book because I was not interested in anything that was going on. Because I was in there for the artwork. But if you look at this artwork, it is freaking beautiful. I really like this artist. And the whole entire series has always had a good artist on there. And it's funny though, Peter Milligan is the same writer from issue 1. And his story progression has been slow, but it's been building and building to something that's going to be special if people give it a chance. So if you have not given this book a chance, try it out. It's not that bad, and especially the artwork just ups it. And I wish that some people would just get off their high horse and say, oh no, it's not a Green Lantern book, it can't be good. Well, this book has been good, and I hope some people just give this a chance. It's only $2.99. I mean, just give it a chance and see if you actually like it. Oh, and I noticed down here it doesn't have Rise of the Third Army, or maybe that's just because of this freaking banner that has been boggling all my DC Comics for quite a while now. And it's funny though. I went to go and look at my old comic book collection because I'm going to be starting to collect the Green Lantern series, any book I can get, and just have a full collection of Green Lantern. That's my goal. That's what I want to start doing. So I started looking at my old back issues of comics from '05, and I noticed one thing. Never is there any of these freaking banners all over the place. No, they let the art speak for itself. Well, in the New 52, what are they doing now? All these banners all over the place, and it's not giving the art, the cover art, the showmanship that it deserves. So, really pissed off about that, and that's one thing I noticed when I was going through my backlog of my collection. And then in Marvel's side, I got Hawkeye. This book, I don't know what to say. Everyone's been saying this book is freaking amazing. All the proceeds that comes from this book is going to the Red Cross, I believe. So if you want to support the Red Cross, just buy this book, and all the money that Matt Fraction gets is going to the Red Cross, just from this one issue. I mean, this guy is freaking amazing, and I read his FF Fantastic Four. Fantastic Four is not all that great. FF feels really good, but this right here feels like Matt Fraction on top of his game, and this is a story he wants to tell. And Marvel's letting their writers, some of the writers, do some really amazing stories and some interesting perspectives. And it feels like that Marvel has been slowly letting their writers do their thing and going on doing some crazy ass stories, kind of like what they're doing with Captain America. I know Captain America, a lot of people don't like the new direction it's gone in the Marvel now. I've read the first 2 issues on Comixology. I really enjoyed it. So I just noticed that Marvel's kind of going back into the Silver Age and doing some really cool stuff. And same here with Hawkeye. It's doing some really cool introspective stuff on the character of Hawkeye. So really interested to see that one. And I heard that there's 2 stories in here just about people that were affected by a hurricane, about one of the natural disasters that happened earlier this year, or late last year. So it's gonna be really cool stuff. Next I got is Batman the Dark Knight, issue number 16. Greg Hurwitz has been definitely doing what the New 52 is, reintroducing old rogues from Batman's Rogue Gallery and putting a new spin on them, making them for the new generation, and it's been freaking amazing. Greg Hurwitz has been just going into a dark, dark place and just putting out great work. If I had to rank my Batman books, it would be Batman, The Dark Knight, and then Detective Comics. So, this one, really good. Or it'll maybe be Batman Inc. because I just really like the way that the story's going and how the artwork is beautiful. So, next up, iVampire. It was interesting, though. The writer on here, Joshua Hale Falkoff, he has an interview, I believe, either on Comic Book Resources, where he talks about this book and how he had a 4-year plan. Well, the 4-year plan kind of went and got condensed to basically 18 issues, 19 issues. Well, at the, I believe in a couple months back in issue around 14, the artist, he left the book, DC took him off the book to go and do the Green Arrow series that's going to be coming out next week. And so he was working on that, so he couldn't work on iVampire. I guess as Joshua Hale Falkoff said, is that once that artist was off the book who he started out with, his heart wasn't in the series as it once was. And I think it's a great thing that he's going off. It feels like he's going off in his terms. Not that DC Comics is pulling the book because it has low sales. But what I got the sense is that Joshua Hale kind of wants the series to go away right now because he doesn't feel like his heart's into it. And I'm going to try to find that the thing I was just talking about on Comic Vine or Comic Book Resources, that interview, and put it on the description below so people can check that out. Because I just thought that was interesting, though, to read him just talking about how his heart was not into it once his artist was not with him anymore. Even though the artist they do have, Scott Clark, is doing a fantastic job. He's definitely kept up the pace of the book. So, next I got is Jonah Hex, issue number 16. Really been enjoying this one. Nothing much else to say. I mean, it is part of the Black Diamond probability. Haven't been really reading those series except for this one right here. It's a really cool Western. I don't have a Western in my my comic book reading, so I pick up Jonah Hex, and I've been really enjoying it. It makes me want to go back and read the original series before the New 52 came out. Because I do have the first volume, and I thought that was pretty fantastic. So my last book I got this week is Superior Spider-Man issue number 2. I love this cover. The cover's beautiful. It's going to be interesting to see where Dan Slott's going to take the story from here. And I don't know where it's going to go. But I know I'm in for a fun time. And for all those haters of this series, why are you hating? We've had 50 some odd years of Spider-Man stories, and for the first time in a long time, Dan Slott has an original story to tell, and he wants to tell it, and Marvel's let him do it. So I'm really interested to see where this series goes. It's not going to last forever, but for now... Oh, I have one more. But for now, it's sticking, and I'm liking it. And I finally got Green Lantern Corps, Rise of the Third Army Conclusion. So I'm really excited about reading this one. As you notice, I did not pick up the Batman and Robin annual number 1. The reason why is because it's $5, and I'm already spending $5 on another comic. So I was just like, okay. It was nice though. I got like $15 off on this comic haul that I got. And I was like, wow, okay. Just like my comic guy was like, dude, you've been supporting me for all these years. Here you go. Here's like $15 off. I was like, oh, hey, thanks, dude. I really like my comic book shop. You know, they really are helping out. He really looks at, you know, his big buyers. Just, you know, he really goes out of his way to make us feel welcome. And it was funny though. Like I was going to my comic book shop and the guy saw me and he opened up the back entry. He's like, I got a special interest for you, David. So it's really cool. So that's my haul this week. I cannot wait to start reviewing. Hopefully I'm going to start, I'm going to do a video on about what happened in Green Lantern issue number 16 with Simon Baz basically waking his brother-in-law from a coma, and how all the haters have been hating on that moment because they hate Simon Baz and they want their regular Green Lanterns in there and they don't like this new guy. So I'll be doing a video about that, and I'll see you guys next time.